Okay, so today I think because the first lecture about this course, so I would like to introduce you about some information about the course. So you can communicate to me through the Facebook group or send me an email in the slide. I already shared for you in the folder. And the objectives of the course. So we have two main objectives. The course name is Object-Oriented Language and Theory. So it's both about the language and theory, okay? So the two main objectives also about the language and the theory. So we have two main languages in this course, including the programming language Java and the modeling language that is UML. Okay, and also we will discover about the theory of object-oriented world using in programming and modeling the software. Okay. So as I say, we have two main languages, that is the modeling language, UML, and programming language, Java. UML, you can use the Asta, that is a software design tool for you to design the models. And there is a free license for students, so you can use search Asta in Google, and you can download and get the license for student. And the language that we use in this course, that is Java. Java is a pure object-oriented language. It's very suitable for learning, and Java also is very popular in the real life. And Eclipse, that is an IDE, integrated development environment, so as some other languages. And it's also popular in the production, I mean, in the companies also. So if you use Eclipse, you can have some experience for that when you go to the company for internship or even working. And you may use different IDE like NetBeans or some other for Java, but my recommendation is Eclipse because it's free and it's a large community. And all my lab guide is gathered in for Eclipse. And if you use another IDE, you should study by yourself. It's not the problem, I think, for you, but I mean, all my labs will be guided in with Eclipse. Okay. And in this course, I also ask you to use the version control bucket. Okay, so version control, normally now we use Git, right? And we can use some free hosting for your project or repository. And in this course, I ask you to use the bucket, not GitHub. You need to have the public repository or private, but up to, I think, three people. But it's not enough for your group because we have mini project also. So we need to have a free host for more number of members. So bucket allows you to have up to 5 members for the public, for the private project. and unlimited number of members if you use the university email. So it's very good it's more suitable for university course, I think. So that's why I asked you to use the BibleKit instead of GitHub, although the GitHub is more popular. And this course, we have the two, like every course, we have midterm score and final score, but the ratio is 40-60, not 30-70, because in the midterm score, we have more things to do, including two main things, the hands-on labs and the mini project. The hands-on lab, that is you have two classes, right? The theory class with nearly 100 students, right? That's my lecture today. And then this afternoon you have also two teaching hour in the afternoon. That is the hands-on, the labs, right? The labs, not theory. So in the labs, you will do the hands-on lab and the mini project. So that will make your midterm score. So the midterm score is given by the teacher that teach you for the lab section, okay? And me, when I teach you the lecture, the theory, I will give you the final score, that is the final exam, okay? Some textbook, you can read textbook about object-oriented programming and some books about Java and UML, okay? So I give you here, you can access it to beside my lecture or hands-on labs or other materials, you can also access this textbook to have more reference and maybe more knowledge that you can also look at in these books. And the main course materials that I share to you, that is the lecture notes for students, slide 4-page handouts, right? Maybe you already saw it. And assignments, that is the homework for you for every lab, okay? You need to complete all the exercise and all the tasks that I give you in the lab. That's what I say about my lab, my class, my lab class only, but other teachers, that you need to complete all the tasks at the lab and the assignments, and I also give you the mini project description and requirements. So you need to, I will send you later. But the labs, I already sent you the first lab. And we can use, that is not, it's not e-learning, it's the LMS, right? So sorry. And Facebook groups, that is the first Facebook, right? And the BibleKit, you should create, if you don't have any account in BibleKit, please create one. And then create your own repository. Each student will have their own repository for this course. Oh, sorry, for the homework, that every student need to have each repository, okay? But for the mini project, you will do in group, so you will create a repository for one group. So one student will have two repositories. The first one, that is your own repository to submit the assignment, okay? And the second one is the group repository, but you don't have group now, so you just create your own repository to submit the homework, the assignment. That's my class only. I don't know to others, the lecturer, they will maybe ask you for this different way. But for my my lab class this afternoon today, I ask you to create your own repository with the Bitbucket and add in as me as your project member, share entity for student as in the slide. Okay. Okay, so the Bitbucket is only requested for my class, my lab class, not for all the lecture class or the theory class. Okay. Okay, so naming convention that that is for your project, a mini project, but for your own project is maybe you should use OOLT, your own project. That means for the assignment, okay. .ict still have the prefix. I see it's too slow to write, something like that first time. Okay, and dot 2000. The prefix is still the same. 2019 to. Oh, sorry. No. Oh, it's not easy to write. Okay, and then your student ID. Student ID. Okay, and student name. Okay, so that is each student will create, each student in my lab class will create that repository to submit your assignment for every labs. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we move to the next slide.